So guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Sympathy Effect. So in this video, like the thumbnail and the title really said, I just want to share with you my experience of how of my big win of this 2026. I've taken 3 trades so far since we got into this new year, but it's not about the trade itself, but it's about what happened and how taking that trade. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like ever since before I took this trade last year, or it has been very long since I took like 2 wins in a row. So last year, or anytime I take a win, I always had this thing in my mind of I want my next trade to be a win. I always want to break this record. I don't want to be taking 1 win, a loss, another win, a loss, a break even. I just wanted to take like 2 wins in a row. So last year, or I tried, but I couldn't get. I'll put my screenshot of some part of my journal here, and you see how my wins were going: a win, a loss, a win, a loss, a loss, a loss, a win, a break even. Like, it was kind of random. So anytime I took a win, that was last year, I always wanted my next trade to be a win. So in my head, I always wanted my next trade to be a win, and I never had that win. I never had that 2 wins in a row, and I always kept on 1 win, a loss, and throughout last year. And this year, new year, they don't set new goals. You say you set new goals, but I just like you just say the next 1 hour you are in 2026. It's nothing new like that. You just have to leave all the bad things you were doing in 2026 and hit the road. Do what is necessary and leave the unnecessary. That just it. It's nothing new. You enter new year, you didn't pass through any kind of stress way or something. You just sleep and wake up. You're in 2026. So that was what actually happened. So when we entered in 2026, today is Monday as I'm recording this video, and this is my 3rd week. I don't know where others are in there. This is the 3rd week of January. But my first week, the first week I didn't trade. The second week, which was last week, I traded. No, sorry, this is the 3rd week. The first week I traded and I missed a lot of setups. But this new year, what I had in mind was to follow my plan, be disciplined, nothing else, but to always figure out my mistakes and make sure I solve them as early as possible. That's what I just came into this year to do. I want to solve all the mistakes I did last year, because at the end of last year, I entered into a losing streak, 8 losses in a row. I will put in the screenshot somewhere around here. I entered into 8 losses in a row, and all those 8 losses, I made a video about it. If you know what, you can go to this channel, you see I made a video about it and how I explained how each and every loss, whatever that happened. And out of the 8 losses, like I already said in my previous video, 5 of them were not necessary. 1 was a win. 2 were supposed to be winners, and another 1 was supposed to be a break-even trade. But the break-even trade, due to my own not being serious with some things, the 1 to 3 trade, which is my minimum RR reverse and stop me at loss, not even break-even, a loss. So after analyzing all the 8 losses, I saw that 5 of them, I took them from impatience. So I kind of had a lot of things to do this 2026. I needed to get rid of every mistake that I'll do in a new week. Assuming I do a mistake this week, at the end of the week I'll analyze last week mistakes. Did I improve this week? If there was a mistake I did last week and this week I did it again, I'll write it down. Next week I don't want to, and I'll just keep getting rid of the mistakes that I'm doing. So when I entered in 2026, last year I always wanted 2 wins in a row and I couldn't break it. And this year I don't want to focus on, if I get a win, fine. If I don't get, fine. I'm not going to say if I get a win, the next win must be a win. No. So this year I was trying to get rid of it, and my first trade was a loss. And last year, because of impatience, this year I said I was going to be patient with my entries, my targets, my stop losses, and a lot of things. I had everything written down. So my first week came as a loss. I missed 7 trades and I took 1 loss. That 1 loss was a trade that it was a very good trade, a reversal trade, but it stopped me out. It was based on plan. So I won't say that was a mistake. That was following my plan, and it was a loss. by the 7th trade that I missed. That was the first week. Getting to the second week, which was last week, I already had my first week mistakes down, and I was not ready. I was ready to work on them, which was last week, to get rid of them all. This was what I'm planning to do, getting rid of all my mistakes one by one. So when I went through all the trades that I missed, I journaled my life trades. I put it here. I journal my missed trades, and I write down each and every improvement that I make. Like, I journal everything. I log screenshots of them, my improvement, missed trade, losses, wins. I journal everything. So when I went to review my missed trade, why I lost all those 7 winning trades in a row first week, and I took one normal loss, it came down to I made some retreat because of my work. During the time that the trade played out, though I had alert on some of them, but during the time the trade played out, I was sleeping. I worked a night job, 7 p.m. in the evening to 5 a.m. in the morning. But before, I always close from where I get to the house, sometimes almost 6 o'clock. So when I get to the house, London session, which is always about 8:30. When I do the analysis, I always start London session and New York session. So by London session, if I do the analysis, I get done. If I see potential trades, I set an alert and I go to rest. So sometimes during the sleep, I might miss some setups because some of my alert will get triggered before the time I wake up, and get there, the trade has already passed, and that was why I missed so many trades last week. So when I reviewed the trade, it was because there were 3 things. I missed them because I always sleep. Sometimes I'm not on the chart. Sometimes I just don't see them as opportunity until they played out, or until they are gone, before I see them, oh, this was an opportunity. So coming to this last week, I needed to tackle all these issues one by one. So to solve them by not sleeping, I have a daily routine, like just a simple routine. It's not any kind of routine, like just a simple routine. So I needed to reschedule my routine. I not do workout. I don't go to the gym. I just have some app on my phone, which I just try to work out in the house. So we don't have gym around, it's far, and I don't have any means. So I normally do my workout in the house around 5 p.m. at the close of London session, and before I prepare by 7, I'm out for work. And we work from Monday to Saturday. Bro, it's not easy here. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. We work from Monday to Saturday, and the Sundays in the night. The Sundays the Saturday will normally close Sunday morning 5 o'clock. Then the next Monday we'll start the week again from 7 to 5. Let's say 9 to 5 minus 7 to 5. So that's how my gym routine is. So and then decided to bring my gym routine to morning. To always do the gym before I start trading. That way it kind of keep me fresh and ready for the chart. Though I just came back from work, but sometimes I don't just feel sleepy because I've been doing this work for a very long period, over a year now, or almost a year now. So it kind of, I'm getting used to it. And then you just see me, I can go for 2 days and I'm not feel sleepy. Though it's not good, but it's what it is. Until we get out of this situation, we just have to do it. So I decided to sorry guys. So I decided to bring my gym session to the morning, so that it always kind of get me ready, because I realized that anytime I close and I get to the house, I kind of, it's like I'm not always in the right mindset to trade, and sometimes I get to mess up with the analysis and get to lose trades. So I needed to do something that I'll always be ready and focused to trade. So when I look at it, I feel like now I'm feeling dizzy, I'm not feeling, you're not ready. So I always want to do something that will get me ready for the chart. That was why I brought my gym session to the morning. So that before I trade, there's no way I'll go to the chart without gymming. But anytime I finish, anytime I finish gymming, I feel like, you feel good and ready. You feel good, I don't know, I just feel good and clean mindset, you are ready. So because prior to that, I can just be sleeping, I'll just wake up and I'll just pick my phone, then I just see that this trade, I got alert on this trade, go to the chat. Go there to the chat. Like No, like you are not in the right. You just wake up, you go, and your eyes just somehow, then you're on the chart. How are you going to trade? And this is what I was doing, but I just saw it that no, it's not the way to trade. Doing this, that you are always in a wrong mindset before you get to the chart. You just go and sit there, boom, and you're going to trade. Now you've already messed some of the setup, your mindset, everything, and just. So this new year, I needed to refix a lot of things. So now, let me not make this video very long. So how I had this big win was shifting my routine, everything. So when I get back from work, I know I'm diverting from the main topic, but I'll come there, the big win, and I was able to break that record by forgetting about the record. I broke that record by forgetting about it. Me wanted to take 2 wins in a row by forgetting about it. And that second trade I broke the record was my biggest win, which is right here, 1-5. My analysis on that trade was a banger. So now when I get back from work, first thing, if I get back before 6, I'll just sleep set alarm. By 6:30 I wake up, I wash, I brush, I go, I clean my table and things, I get ready, go to gym. 7:30, 7 to 7:30 at gym, I get ready, come back to the chat before London session. I do my analysis. Mostly I always stay on the 4-hour time frame, but I do take 1-hour trades unless they all align in the same direction with the 4-hour time frame. So if I do and I see that where price is still kind of going to take maybe unless the next 4 hour candle close it 4 hour and I start setting things, so I can go and sleep for 4 hours. As simple as that. Set a list and go and sleep for 4 hours, and that was it. I just came with a different plan and it's been good. My first loss, I went last week, which was my second week. I took 2 wins in a row. I don't take more than 3 trades in a week. Last week I took only 2 trades, 3 wins, and I took 2 wins in a row. I broke the record of me always wanted to take 2 wins in a row. Less and easy, bro. Like less effort and very easy. That particular trade, if you want me to do a breakdown of that trade or putting a screenshot of the trade, was a GU trade, and my analysis from the higher time frame below, I just knew that GU wanted to sell last week. So it took a lot of patience and discipline for me to wait for that entry that I had. It took a lot of patience. I'm not going to lie how I sat on my, like I sat in front of how I waited before it finally printed that setup almost around closing of the London session. Then I got it. It took me like almost 2 days before the trade played out. The 1-5 trade, I was going for 1-3, but normally from the higher time frame, I just knew that GU wanted to drop now, so I didn't just take profit. There was a stop loss, my entry, my stop loss. That was it. So when the trade started playing in the morning, I saw it was like 1-2. It started reversing back to my entry, but the higher time frame, the 1 or the 4 hour was still better. So I just went to rest. I woke up, then I was surprised, 1-5, giving me my breakthrough, like my 2 wins in a row. I broke it. As simple as that. So I said, let me share with you. If you want me to do a breakdown of that particular trade, how I took that trade, the patience and the discipline, how I sat, waited for that entry, drop it in the comment section, and don't forget, subscribe to my channel, drop anything that maybe you've been through any one of these, drop it in the comment section, and like this video, and let's keep on sharing our journey. I don't have any kind of like documentary that I see I've been documenting this all the time on that video. Anything that comes to my mind, I feel like this is something I should share, I just share it. There's nothing like, I'm just sharing my experience trading since we all are fighting to become profitable. So this year has been so good. I started with taking my first loss, so today is 19th, and I've taken through 3 trades so far for this month, January. 2 wins, 1 loss. So let's see how January ends, whether we'll end. And last year, the 8 losses kept me in a drawdown of about 6%, and last week's trades made me 8%. So out of drawdown, just 2 weeks. It took me 8 trades to lose 6%. It took me 8 trades to lose 6% of my initial balance, and it took me 2 trades to gain 8%. So that's it. Proper risk management, good risk to reward. Like when you are winning, make sure you win huge. Don't set a target of 1 to 3, 1 to 2, and go end up. What I don't like is partial. I don't like partial. Once I have one lot of a trade, if I take partial, before that trade will get it to be, I'm not going to meet my 1 to 3 or what I X. It's going to be like, I just don't like it. I win, I take break even, I lose. That's it. So I just kind of want to share my experience with you. Subscribe to the channel. My goal for this year is to take this channel to 1K subscribers, because I'm going to be serious with this channel, and I don't know whether that's how it was supposed to be. That's what it has for me. That's what I've been planned for me, but I don't know. I just want to take this channel to 1K subscribers. This channel has been stuck for a long time, so subscribe to the channel. Let's just keep on sharing our experience. So let's see how this week goes. Today is Monday. I've not taken any trade yet, and as you can see, I'm in front of my machine, and we'll catch up in my next video. Subscribe.